So I was planning on doing a Year 5 Season 4 video right about now, but the test server died before I can get enough footage, and the season's going to come out around 1 week anyways, so I'd much rather play with all the new features on the live build. That video may be coming soon, but that's beside the point. The reason I'm here is that finally, Lord Tachanka has been reworked. His mounted LMG is no more, and he gets access to a new gadget that makes a lot more sense in a game like Siege. So let's take a look at new Tachanka. After months of waiting, we finally got our hands on the Tachanka rework. There's a lot to get into, as he has changed in many ways and stayed the same in many other ways. In other words, our Rainbow Six Lord and Savior is not dead, but reborn. First of all, his new gadget. It went from the iconic mounted LMG to the Shumiga launcher, which is a launcher that fires incendiary grenades that bounce off surfaces and ignite, creating a spread of fire, just like Goyo. But these grenades last only 5 seconds. The good news is, Tachanka has 10 of these, or up to 50 seconds of area denial, which is almost as much as Smoke and Goyo combined. Just like Smoke, Tachanka can launch these wherever he wants, and doesn't need to have them pre-placed. And like Goyo, he can detonate these from a safe distance. Let's move on to his loadout. Tachanka is still the same 1-speed 3-armor defender. His old mounted LMG, the DP-27, is now his new primary weapon, which he carries around.
Tachanka, he's gonna be right up there.
That was ace. Silence, honey. Nailed it! Yeah, I missed them all. Can you not? Can you not? Oh shoot, okay. Biohazard container. Hey, I got a kill.
It has 70 rounds per mag, has pretty manageable recoil, does 49 damage, and has a fire rate of 550 rounds per minute, which has a DPS of 449, or a little less than Mossy's Commando. It comes with a vintage reflex sight, which is his only option. While he does lose access to his SASG or sausage shotgun, his LMG can now easily make rotate holes.
Alright. Be advised. Can I shoot it? Thank you.
Unfortunately, this is where the praise ends. This thing is the same low rate of fire, and it takes a really long time to aim in.
Ace is in the corner of the site really low. They've got site control.
Oh shoot! Come on, I can't aim with this thing.
Which means he's the best for anchoring. His kit is still pretty good for preventing defenders from getting into the site either way. Now, if you aren't a fan of the DP-27, you could use his other option, 9x19 VSN.
Blue hole.
Located a bomb. Protect it. Reloading!
While it doesn't have a 1.5 times scope like Cap can, it still gets the job done. If you're like me and can't figure out how to use the DP-27 properly, then the 9x19 is a good alternative. He still has the same secondaries, which are the PMM and the GSH-19, as well as either barbed wire or a proximity alarm for secondaries, which are also useful for entry denial in their own right. So what's the best way to play him? As I said before anchoring, his slow primary weapons along with his 1-speed rating make it hard to do anything outside the site. He has 10 Shumiga grenades, which you can use very liberally, and can rat out attackers from a safe distance. If your team doesn't have a shotgun or impact grenade, which is pretty rare, he can very quickly and efficiently make rotate holes. He can also get hatches pretty easily as well. His 70-round LMG means you could take on gunfights without having to reload and put yourself at risk. In some ways, he is a more versatile Smoke, with a weapon that can take enemies from a distance and make rotates, and has a kit that is designed from denying entry in the site. Now of course, we have to talk about his legendary elite skin. I mean, come on, is there anything bad about it? Seriously, the Lord doesn't deserve any less. Elite skin or not, he's still the best looking operator in the entire game. So there you have it guys, that's my review of the Tachanka rework. In all honesty, if they just decreased the ADS time by a little bit to make his LMG a little more mobile, I would say be pretty viable. Even with the long ADS time that we currently play with, he's still a ton of fun to play. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my upcoming Year 5 Season 4 video. Have a good one.